A lot of what we're talking about today is looking past the uncertainty of today. Our University of Alberta President, Nadira Samarasekar, recently said, "Downturns create opportunities for forward-looking organizations. Regions and governments that do what is counterintuitive will come out ahead." She's right. Now is the time to position ourselves to be ahead of the curve and emerge as leaders of the new economies. There are plenty of theorists who talk about the opportunities in economic disruption, that this is when talent and good ideas shake loose from their roots and can be picked up. So how will we do this? We know we're not the only jurisdiction chasing a diversified economy. Regions around the world are anxiously pursuing strategies to broaden their economies. To be successful, we need to identify and focus on our existing strengths, whether it's eco-industrial development or nanotechnology or healthcare or agri-foods. We're already leaders in green, another existing strength, and another natural for us to build upon. Sometimes our whole economic focus can shift on a single discovery. Just think of the impact the Duke No. 1 had in 1947. We all know in the future the knowledge economy dominate. We know that roles will shift, that global trends will be local trends too. So we need to look to our leading institutions, NAIT, MacEwan, the University of Alberta, Norquist, Concordia, and some of the most innovative business leaders to help us not just adjust, but lead in this new environment. We know we'll still benefit from our proximity to resources, but how and what we produce will vastly change. We know so many local groups are already leading, like scientists at the Nanotechnology Institute, EBCOR and carbon sequestration. There are so many local leaders in labs where development processes are being analyzed literally from wells to wheels, will lead efforts to improve process efficiency and lessen impact. We know we have similar potential in the local health industry. Think of the Edmonton Protocol, to develop the know-how that will improve quality of life and overall outcomes, and in turn attract research-based investment and talent right to our front lines, transform our health system into North America's undisputed health leadership. We all need to buy in. We need to support the realignment of priorities and resources. And I think we need to change some of the things about how we exploit these opportunities. We haven't been able to transform great ideas into great opportunity, not as well as we should have. We've become too bureaucratic, too inclined to think in terms of how many square feet we lease, not how many ideas we spark, opportunities we seize, or partnerships we leverage. Something in the old model doesn't work anymore, so we need to be open to change. One of the big challenges for this coming year will be to apply some higher-level thinking to these issues, to understand how we can better position ourselves, lead where possible, and adapt where necessary. I plan to engage business, academic, and regional leaders in helping us to put new forms and practices in place to ensure that we are ready. In the video, young people were asked to imagine Edmonton in 20 years. Theirs are the voices we need to hear, because it will take time and long-term vision to transform Edmonton for them. So it's important to know what kind of city they want. We heard them say it. Part of their dreams are about career opportunities, jobs, and income. But increasingly, they're about lifestyle and design and feel of the place. The next generation puts a huge emphasis on the things a city offers outside of your day job. They value entertainment, recreation, culture, and sports. They want Edmonton to look and feel like a green and global city, and many of them know exactly what this means. They go to cities where they don't have to own a car, and they wonder, why not here? They know that downtown living can be family-friendly. They know that young families need space to play and be outside, and they find it in our river valley. The understanding eco-friendly means changing how we live. They're not scared of this change. They're impatient for it. They want to see Edmonton as a city that can go upward instead of outward. They want us to use transit or bikes as much as cars. They want to see us invest not just in hard infrastructure, but in amenities and institutions that will be the center of their future lives. Places like our art gallery, and our libraries, and our festivals and events, like the new Winter Festival and the Indie. They want a diversity of opportunity here, so they value the investment we make in our Arts Council, which nurtures one of the most active and well-attended culture communities anywhere in Canada. Young people have started to speak up about these things. We do hear their voices more at City Hall. We need to hear them even more. We need to be more to bring conversation to them, use technology better, engage them in their language, which is mobile and digital. Events like Pecha Kucha invite them to present ideas about the form and texture of the future of Edmonton. Our Next Gen group engages hundreds of young Edmontonians. These are great starts. If we are smart, we will listen to what they are saying. If they are smart and face we know that they will not let us do anything less. So when we bring back our municipal plan or make decisions at the regional board, we'll think of the city we are building for the next generation, not just right now. And we invest in Edmonton, we'll look to the future, their future. Place priority funding around the things that are important to them. Things like upgrades to Jasper Avenue, which a number of people spent the weekend visioning. We all know Main Street needs a facelift. We need to make it an immediate priority. It's fair to move bike paths up on our priority list as well. We have enough money available through reallocations or cost savings this year to get going on extending these vital transportation arteries. It also means continue to be dedicated to transforming the quarters, which can play such a strong part of bringing more people into our core. Our investment in this major neighborhood renewal will appeal to the growth and diversity of our city. And it means remembering another characteristic of the next generation, that it will be increasingly Aboriginal. So we need to do more to build more structural supports, including a central welcoming center, for this community too, to provide the help they need when they arrive in our city, and to hear their voices as together we plan Edmonton's future success. The flavor of this is all about investing in the core, and that's deliberate, because as much as we have great neighborhoods all across Edmonton, future growth will focus on transforming and adding density to the footprint we have today. Because we can't sustain our sprawl, we can't. We're already forecasting a population in the region of 1.7 million people by 2040. That's almost a 70% increase in growth. Can you see us taking up 70% more space in 30 years? If we're forward-thinking, we'll make better use of the space we have now.